I'm here with Dr. Sammy at the Desert Willow Wildlife Rehab and Clinic. So tell me a little bit about the two businesses that you run out of this place and how people can contact you.
Well, I started my veterinary clinic here 8 years ago, and I primarily worked with livestock, so horses and cattle, as well as sheep and goats. And then I do wildlife rehabilitation also, which I've been doing actually for, well, since 1989.
Wow.
So,
awesome.
with my family. Everything right now is run out of one center, and we're trying to build a separate center for the wildlife. For one thing, just to help keep these animals in a safer environment where they're protected and a little more isolated from people coming and going from our business on a routine.
Right.
Some of the facility requirements are a little different from my veterinary clinic to the rehab center. So
right.
We're trying to get that established a little bit better. People can find us, we're in Carlsbad, and our address is 512 East Fiesta Drive. And our clinic number right now is the main phone number for people to call, either for veterinary services or for rehab services, and that number is 575-885-3399.
Okay.
And if it's after hours, you still call that main number, and we have an emergency phone that's listed there as well.
So she does veterinary care for livestock in southwest New Mexico, as well as offers consultation to other rehabs or veterinary clinics. The purpose of her rehab is to get these little ones back on their feet, wounded animals or young animals, and get them re-released. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Tell me a little bit about how cute and sweet these babies are when you find them versus what can happen when they're adults.
Yes, they're very cute and sweet and cuddly when they're babies. These guys were brought in just a few days old, and so everybody wants to try to make a pet of them. Unfortunately, though, when these guys grow up, they're much stronger and bigger than a house cat, and they want to play really rough, and they can do a lot of damage. They're not good pets. And that goes for a lot of the wildlife that we have come in here. People they want to try to have raccoons or skunks or foxes as pets, and it really just doesn't work well. Those animals, once they become mature, they have a lot of instinct that drives them, and sometimes they can become very aggressive when they're mature. You also see that with deer, and especially male deer, bucks. They'll actually hurt people.
And they also have very expensive and specialized needs, so
yes,
something important to consider.
Yeah, their dietary needs are a challenge enough, but housing and other requirements. As far as vaccinations and deworming too, I mean, obviously these animals don't get dewormed and vaccinated in the wild, but because they come in here, they're in a confined facility, they're undergoing stress. What would not normally bother them in the wild can become a problem when they're in captivity.
Or even be contagious to your other patients or clients.
Definitely, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having us today. We plan to come back soon and see what she's got flying around outside. Again, this is Dr. Sammy with Desert Willow, and we'll see you guys soon.